So, as I'm sure you'll all remember from a couple of weeks back, the party had started in a staircase that had kind of turned into a mudslide down into some kind of suspect cave or dungeon. You guys, thinking quickly, managed to keep your footing and then climb your way out of the little staircase. Inside the basement, while deciding what to do, a new person appeared, Arlo, who joined the crew. And you guys decided that instead of just charging blindly into this dungeon, you were going to take a night to kind of come up with a plan. You guys, however, got distracted by a five-course meal and didn't really come up with a plan other than just charging in blindly. So the following morning, you guys charged into the dungeon and made your way through it. You guys found some notes within an alchemy lab describing kind of the method by which the hag coven was controlling this alleged subject 16, um, and a potential way to stop this control. However, in doing so, you would need to create several different potions. You guys were able to create one of the potions, however, you were unable to create the other two that you attempted, and the fourth potion you didn't have all the ingredients for. You were missing a one of the droughts, one of the bases for the potion, so you weren't able to attempt it. Upon reaching the bottom of this dungeon, or the next room of this dungeon, rather, you guys found that the hag that was here had already left and had left behind a group of enemies for you guys to fight. And so we start tonight as you guys are standing in the big pool of water after defeating the various group of shadow mastiffs and gargoyles and assorted creatures. There's kind of like a splash as the last gargoyle is knocked down into the water.
I guess the hag's not here anymore then.
Must have fled. I was following you guys. What do you want to do?
Find the hag?
Oh, uh, didn't we make a potion that has to do something with a fire?
Oh, right.
So maybe we find the fire?
Looking around the vast chamber that you guys are in, um, it almost looks like an underground, smaller version of the Forest of Spores above. There are various mushroom trees all around, um, surrounding this pool of kind of brackish water at its heart. Uh-oh, I think we lost Ava.
Sure, get her
She
back.
says it's fucked up.
Alright, well, no worries. We'll keep going. She'll get back on, I'm sure.
Wouldn't be a
Um,
week of D&D without some kind of Discord crap.
right. So you guys, there is the way that you guys came from on one end of the chamber, and then across from that there is also another opening that goes off into a different chamber.
Perhaps we can search for the other drought, the other ingredients.
There's no harm in poking around. We were already late for the fight.
Yeah, we can see if they left any more. Or we can also go up and visit any of the alchemists in town. This is one of the better places to get alchemy ingredients I've seen.
Ugnaf, make a wisdom save. You distinctly remember seeing a cauldron with a bubbling yellow, goldish liquid in it, and guessing by the smell, you think back to it now. It was probably the drought that was missing from down here, and so you do know that that was available up above.
And that was the drought of Sunspore essence, right?
Yep.
I can't exactly remember who had it, but I do vaguely remember up in town the Sunspore essence drought. Kind of had those notes to it. And we have the ingredients for that one, just not the drought itself, right?
Right. And then for the other two, you have plenty of the drought. You just don't have any more of the remaining ingredients.
So go back up to the above world and do more shopping? What? What are?
It
Or where's
seems like
this drought at?
if you guys want to make all the potions from the note, we would have to go back up and probably get an alchemist to help us with this, just because I'm not an alchemist. I've only ever mixed herbs lightly. And we could get all four of the potions before finding the fires, as I imagine from their conversation that the fires are probably where all the hags are. Seemed kind of important to them.
Right.
Or we could take a look around, see if we find the place with the fires.
I'm just trying to figure out how we're gonna get back up. I mean, I guess we could just try and climb up the slidey thing that we came down.
We could try and climb up.
Yeah. Uh, I just get the weirdest feeling that if we leave, they're just gonna set more traps down here.
Can we just find the ingredients later on, like as we move along? Do we need
Oh.
this alchemist?
I mean, it's
Well-
still a good idea.
It did say that you only need one of the fires to go out, minimum. If any of the fires go out, its control weakens. I don't know quite what that means, but I know a lot of things involving nature and magic tend to weaken faster when more of their controls go out.
Yep, you feel a twinging on your finger, and a voice inside your head kind of speaks to you. I believe we should continue on and slay these hags. These new members seem irksome and not courageous like the former members. Could I tell them that, or would you prefer I keep my silence?
I don't care what you say. That wasn't part of our deal.
I say, suddenly you guys all hear a deep, resounding voice coming from the vicinity of Yip. I say we continue on and slay the evil down here.
Did anyone else hear that, or am I suffering from a head injury?
Is there anybody else here?
I think we all just heard that.
That is normal.
I have a friend, and I don't know if he has an equal voice in the party, but I care what he says.
Oh,
Well,
I'll hold
And
out.
who's this friend?
I guess some sort of magic relic. I'm not too sure, to be honest.
I am the Night Weaver, and I destroy evil.
Yeah, that.
Would Gloom know anything about the Night Weaver?
Make a history check. That's insight, but still no.
I misclicked.
No worries.
I
Wallace is
don't
pretty
know what
knowledgeable
that
about
means.
history. Can I make another, the same check?
Uh, yeah, I'll let you. I'll let you make a history check. You no,
Mhm.
nothing.
Well, all I was saying is we have one of the potions made, which should be enough, but if we wanted to be more prepared, we could. Doesn't matter to me either way.
I think we're about as prepared as we're gonna get.
Seconded.
I would at least like to see what else is off of this other passageway before we try to leave the area the way we came.
This is a fair assessment.
I'll also take a look around, see if I can find any more of the ingredients, and maybe we can make some before we head down the other path. I
I'm
won't.
sorry, guys. The cat turned off Ava's fucking mic.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
Always the cat.
It's
And
okay.
it's always Lolo.
Noodle shut off my whole computer that one time, so.
No,
This
yeah,
is true. This is true.
Go ahead and make a nature check, Ugnath.
That is an 8.
Yeah. Um, there are some glowing mushrooms down here, and you think that maybe the dust from them is glow cap dust, if you would like to collect it.
Okay, and I'll pick up a little bit of that,
All right.
just in case.
Other than that, though, it doesn't look like there's any of the remaining ingredients down here. Um, yeah. Yeah, just the glowing mushrooms.
Right. Well, who's leading the way down the other path?
Let's go.
I'll go.
I have a giant shield. I should probably go first.
I'll go second.
I am very heavily armored and
As
have many hit points.
as you approach it, you can see that it opens up um, from this massive chamber into a small little sitting room. There's not even like a hallway between them, so you can actually, as you get closer and the darkness kind of recedes, you can see into it. It looks like a cozy little study, complete with a table, a big cushy chair covered in patches, a few bookshelves full of dusty books. And on the table there is a jar with what looks like a goblin's hand in it that is charred and burned. And then a sitting next to the jar is a black leather journal.
Going to approach the journal and poke it.
You poke the journal.
Okay, no giant. I'm gonna go just pick it up.
All right. It is tied with like a little hide strap, but nothing that can't be undone. Um,
I
and
mean, these are witches.
Oh,
I'm assuming this is
sorry, that
probably
was
cursed in some
unexpected.
way, but I will just open the journal and see if I explode.
you do not explode, except for that you have to
Ah,
read. Read, motherfucker!
nope, my brain is dead tonight. You here is smart. I have an
Here,
intelligence of 8.
may I read that, Shroom?
Uh, okay. I hand it to Wallace.
Ahem. Ahem. Blackthorn's personal journal. Entry: The Coven Reborn. Granny lives. Of course she does. You can't kill a thing like her. No, not permanently. She crawled out of that mess somehow, claws sharpened and hate burning brighter than ever. I admit I thought her done, and after her glorious failure. But there she was, hissing at me in the moonlight, demanding my loyalty. And what choice did I have? Granny Pigtooth, wretched and glorious, has returned to reclaim what she lost. She speaks of the Night Weaver, of its power, and the fools who dare wield it. I look over at Yip.
Must be some
she
crazy
says
people.
she says it's ours for the taking. The blade will restore her to her rightful place. So here I am, her faithful daughter, playing the long game as always. Let her think I'm devoted. If the Night Weaver is half as powerful as she claims, I'll have my hands on it soon enough. Flip through to entry 4. A hand delivered. Professor Tathkin. What a fascinating creature. Cold, calculating, dangerous. He came to us with a gift. The severed hand of the one Kryn, a pitiful little goblin bound to the Night Weaver's keepers. Oh, how Granny fawned over him. She preened and cackled, calling it fate, destiny, the All-Mother's will. I could barely contain my laughter. We both know Tathkin isn't here to help us. He's using us, just as we're using him. I see the hunger in his eyes, the same hunger that burns in Granny. He doesn't trust us, and he shouldn't. Still, the hand proved useful. It's a thread, a tether to the goblin and his companions. Through it, we've watched them stumble and fight, growing stronger with each step. I see their potential, their danger. Granny sees prey. I see something more, an opportunity. What are they planning on using us for? There's so much here. I'll continue on. Hathkin's shadow. The professor sent another message today. He wants results. He always wants results. Granny smiled her wicked little smile. She said she had everything under control. I saw through her lies. She's as desperate as the rest of us, clinging to this fragile web of power and schemes. Tathkin doesn't care about the coven. He only cares about himself. And when this is all over, he'll betray us without a single thought. And then, so will I. The Night Weaver calls to Granny. I hear her muttering in her sleep, whispering its name over and over like a prayer. She says it belongs to us, that the blade was forged for hands like ours. But it's not just the blade she wants. She wants the ones who hold it. She dreams of tearing them apart one by one and claiming their strength for her own. She says they're fools, puppets dancing on the strings of fate. I wonder if she realizes how close we are to being the same. Rotmarrow grows restless. She asked me today if we're doing the right thing. The right thing, as if that ever mattered. She worries about Subject 16, about the fires, about the All-Mother's gaze. She fears we've gone too far, and that the party will come for us and tear us down like they've torn through everything else. Part of me wonders if she's right. But no, the fires hold, and Subject 16 grows stronger with each day. Granny's rituals bind him. So long as she holds the Nightweaver in her sights, I'll keep playing the part. Let Rotma fret. I have no time for doubt. Prin is dead. What a spectacular little fool. He went out with a blaze of dynamite, taking a piece of the battlefield with him. The hand shriveled the moment he died, its magic fading to nothing. The vision stopped, leaving us blind. Granny raged for hours, screaming curses and throwing pots across the lair. Rotma cried, of course, because she always cries. I admit I felt the sting of it too. That goblin was our best window into their plans, their weaknesses. Now we're left with scraps, old memories, and fading whispers. Tethkin must be laughing at us. I can feel it. The professor played us his little game, and we're left to pick up the pieces. He still thinks that he's in control, and we're the pawns in this war of his. Let him think so. When the time comes, we'll find himself on the wrong end of a spell. They're out there. I feel it in my bones, in the air, in the way the mushrooms shudder at night. The ones who hold the Nightweaver. They're coming for us. Granny insists we're ready. She says the fires will protect her, that Subject 16 will crush them if they get too close, but I've seen them fight. I've seen the chaos they leave in their wake. Part of me hopes they succeed. Let them bring down this wretched coven, let them tear Granny apart and scatter her ashes to the winds. But if they fail, if they fall, I will be the one to claim the Nightweaver.
Yip
Like,
laughs after you read the last sentence.
and what of the Nightweaver? Is it allied to you? Would it truly prefer these hags?
I doubt it. And I don't think the hags know much about the Nightweaver either.
Okay, I'm just
It doesn't
realizing
matter.
the hags can't actually spy on us now. Huh. Guess I was sent to warn you guys about nothing. Huh. Oh well, we know about the hags. We can deal with them.
Well, if we can find them.
I mean,
That's the question,
the
isn't it?
journal does mention the one hag, Rotmarrow? Rotmarrow? It doesn't particularly seem like she might be on the same side as Granny Pigtooth, or at least she's a little, I don't know. Think we might be able to drive a wedge in between these people, or maybe get some help? Maybe she's willing to betray Granny?
It's not a bad idea if we can find her first.
Anyone have any ideas?
Uh, did we ever get a name of the hag that we kind of fought? Or, well, I guess she unleashed plants and ran away.
I imagine that would be this
Who's
hag's lair. So Blackthorn could be making an assumption there.
Yeah, I don't think she ever actually gave us a name, so I'm just realizing I have no idea what any of these hags look like. Or at least I can't put names to faces.
Don't they have some connections? Some person that pretend to be within society, within these mushroom folks? Aren't perhaps we could find out?
Well, a large piece of information. They're all here, including whoever Subject 16 is, and the fires.
I mean, we already revealed one, and we're pretty sure that, I mean, we know where another one is, but, God, what was it? The advisor lady, to the Shroom King or whatever is, I'm really blanking on names right now. Yeah,
As
wasn't like the advisor also possibly a hag? Like, weren't we kind of like leaning towards that?
as you are talking about this shroom, your gaze falls to the kind of back side of the wall, kind of behind where you guys would have entered into this room from. And you trail off as you see there are what look like kind of like glowy, fleshy sacks on the wall that are translucent, and you can see inside them three mushroom folk that seem to be like asleep inside of these, or submerged in these gooey sacks.
I think I just found something important. And Shroom just points to the glowing sacks.
Oh, oh my.
Can I poke it?
These captives, or
Ugnoth will look them over and say, "You said one was disguised that we know of?
yeah, the advisor, like, or at least I mean, we had assumptions that the advisor was a hag.
Does any of these look like the one you saw disguised?"
Looking them over, one of the mushroom folk in the middle is Shroom Lisa, the mushroom folk elder who had been replaced by a hag.
Oh, I guess
Oh,
they.
it looks interesting.
Um,
Then I'm assuming the other two should be the imposters.
maybe they need them down here to hold their disguises,
That would be my guess. Keep them alive
Or just to
for
keep
some
the real
reason.
ones out of the way.
I mean, are they alive?
Are they?
Life check.
It's hard to tell with them in their fleshy
Well, I mean,
sacks.
either way, they should probably be taken out of these pods.
It looks
Right.
like the pods have a thin membrane over them that, if
I'm gonna.
cut or punctured, would perhaps open it.
I'd like
Well,
to
this is
try
either
to
gonna save them or
reorganize.
kill them.
I'll, I want to use my stinger to try to slice one open delicately.
All right, so you kind of like a scalpel, slice open from top to bottom one of the pods, and Shroom Lisa kind of tumbles out in a pool of some kind of strange liquid. After a moment, she starts breathing and like looks around at all of you. What? Where? Where am I?
Oh, thank the All Mother, she's not dead. Whew.
You're
Oh,
in some sort of underground cavern below what we believe is your house.
beneath my house. Oh,
You've been kidnapped by hags.
Presumably for years.
The ones
Also,
from
do you
the
know who
Bridge
those
Club.
two are?
Was it the hags from the Bridge Club? I should have known.
I don't even know what. Why do you have a club for bridges? Like, is there just a
We
club of
have.
people that like to build bridges?
Young people.
I'm potentially older than you.
She's
Ugh.
gonna kind of like look around at the other two that are in there. Well, that's the advisor to the Shroom Father, and that's the Shroom Father.
Oh,
This
wow.
makes sense.
We should definitely get them out of there.
What is going on? I demanded to have answers. What is the meaning of all this?
Hags kidnapped you and have been secretly replacing you, disguising themselves as you, and I guess fucking around with the local government.
Ugnaught will take the end of his staff, which has those branches on it, and start cutting open the other sacks.
Yep. So with it's pretty easy. So quickly you get the other two pods opened up, and the Shroom Father and his advisor both tumble out. Noticeably, the advisor has two hands, where everybody that you guys had talked to had mentioned that the advisor has one hand.
I whispered to the old lady, "Are you sure this is him?"
That is the Shroom Father, yes.
Has he always had two hands?
Yes. Have you always asked silly questions? Oi.
Yes.
Brother,
I.
can you
Oi.
feel them at all?
Oh, right, because I can do that weird thing. Mushroom sense.
Yeah, these are both mushroom folk. Um, or all three of these are mushroom folk. Um, the advisor kind of straightens up and she like looks among you. I don't know who you are, but I thank you greatly for aiding us.
Okay, yeah, they're real mushroom folk. If they were hags, I wouldn't be able to feel them through the weird mushroom thingy.
Or at least I
Okay,
assume you're here to help us.
Yes. We definitely knew you were down here and definitely came down here to save you.
Oh, God.
and
Can you believe
we
this?
need to figure out how to get you back to your respectful places, because people are impersonating all of you.
Can you believe this, Shroomessa? The Shroom Father speaks up. They didn't even notice that we were gone this whole time. Do you know how long I've been crammed down here?
Years?
Well, no. Actually, I don't know
I'm
how
sure
long
it's
I've
what it
been.
sounds like.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that the hags that kidnapped you have been disguising themselves as you and are currently controlling the entire town.
I'm aware.
But then why did you say that no one was missing you if they didn't know you were missing? My head hurts. I'm ignoring this conversation.
So, who are you lot supposed to be? You've come to save me, no doubt. What did you want? Money? I do have money.
We actually wanted an audience with you to speak about the next steps in saving our kin.
Good, good. You shall have that audience as soon as you slay the wicked hags who have been impersonating me.
I mean, that was kind of already the plan, so I guess we didn't really change a lot. Well, at least now we have proof that the Shroom Father and the advisor aren't, or the ones up above aren't real.
Yeah, how
Will
to
they
convince
believe
anyone else
us?
of that?
Yeah.
I mean, they're like right here though.
But they'll also
But
be up there.
so they are also up there, so my guess is better if we unmask them before we show them this people, less the mob kills the actual original ones.
What? A mob? Kill the Shroom Father? Are you crazy? Uh,
They do have their mushroom
your
temple.
lordship, I think maybe they're right. I think
Well, I think that
maybe we should listen to them. I'm not certain, but I don't think that they brought us here through the city streets. I believe that this cavern connects to the central, the Mushroom Palace. Um, I'm not sure exactly how. Have you fully explored this uh, dungeon?
Nope.
Did you perhaps come
I
from the Mushroom Palace? Is that how you got here? No,
no
they
we
said it's beneath my house. Can you believe that?
yeah they
They've been working on the tunnels for a while, probably connecting them in
Moles.
many important places.
so I guess we can just sneak into the palace.
Well, if I had to assume, the palace is also where the fires are. The best place to put it is the place least likely to look for them.
Yeah, that's true. So what should we do with them? Just gonna point to the three people we just saved.
Is there any way we could leave them here with some protection?
I mean, it
I
is
would
the
not want to,
literal.
or take them with us.
I mean, if
What
we
would be
leave them
best?
here, this is literally the hag's lair. I feel like the hags are gonna come back. I mean, I guess we're kind of screwed whether we take them or leave them here. Either way.
I mean, I guess we could take them and try to protect them from harm.
I think that's a good idea.
I don't know, should we just go all out ballsy and just go right into the palace, into the main room with the quote unquote disguised Shroom Father and just kind of, I don't know, do a whole, hey, you're not the real Shroom Father. This is the real Shroom Father.
Arlo takes this opportunity to speak up. Why don't we do this? I'll escort these three to safety, and then I'll meet back up with you lot.
That is a
And we
very
trust
good
this
idea.
person.
Yeah. Can we trust?
Well, I
Yeah,
guess we don't
works.
have a choice.
I mean, it seems very convenient, too.
Almost like I'm not even here. Arlo takes the three and heads off with the intention to meet back up.
Well, at least that takes them off our plate, so we don't have to be watching out for them during the fight.
Do you think when
What
we cut
general
them,
direction from here would the palace be, so we can kind of try to find a way into it?
Well, there was that long tunnel back from the other room.
Is that in the direction of the palace?
Is it?
Yeah, thinking about where the
It's hard to tell
entrance was when we
underground.
got in here. Someone should really be drawing a map. Anyone got some paper? And I guess a writing utensil would also probably be a good idea.
Could I,
Some
could I
charcoal.
just start druid crafting like a sea pod into the shape of the basement and then having a small connection going down a tunnel leading to the large cavern with the bridge? Or we cross the bridge and then another tunnel going down?
Yes. So, kind of like getting yourself oriented. It does seem as though you guys have been heading kind of generally in the same direction this whole time. And the corridor that you guys saw continues going on in the same direction that you guys have been heading. Um, so yeah, whether that's the same way to the palace or not, um, based on the direction that you guys entered from the basement, you can tell that it's kind of pointing towards the center of the city. So there's a good bet that it's headed in the right direction.
Okay, so now I guess the question is, do we want to head directly towards the direction of the palace, or do we want to go backtrack to that other tunnel and see what's down that way?
I was talking about the tunnel when we dropped down from the poison cavern. We came to the big, large tunnel, and then there was the offshoot to the room where we fought the gargoyles. But that big tunnel continued on. I'm imagining that's what you were saying, kind of heads in the direction of the palace.
Yes. I'm just gonna let smarter people make the decisions right now.
I don't see anywhere else to go in this room, do I?
No.
I guess our only choice is either head back up and confront the palace head on, or follow the underground path.
I say we
I'm,
go get the hags. We do need that um, to talk to the old father. So
But didn't we also want to head back up to possibly get more the other potions done?
Don't we only need one?
I guess that's true.
I'm pretty sure we only need one potion, but it will probably
We
take
might want
time.
more than that.
Yeah, if we had more of them, we could probably speed up the process significantly.
Okay, fine. Let's find the others.
How far up is it to the surface, DM?
Um. So heading back the way that you guys came, it probably wouldn't take too long to get back up. Now that you guys know that you've already disarmed all the traps and everything, I don't think there really were too many traps, but
There
um,
was the bridge. We'd have to deal with the bridge again.
right, mostly
I
just
could,
shuttling
I
people
could go
back
back
and
up.
forth.
I could go back up real fast if it's not too far away from the surface. I have the tree stride. I imagine I can connect to mushrooms with that.
Mm, yeah, I would say the big mushrooms. Yeah.
So I could take us back up fairly quick. It's only within 500 feet though. Or I guess it's only me.
I had an idea, but it might be a dumb idea. Druid, you can turn into animals, right?
Yeah.
And looking around, all of this is just compacted earth, right? a bunch of mushrooms. Can you turn into some sort of giant digging animal and just dig a new tunnel to the surface? How deep are we actually? Never mind, because that's also a good question. How deep are we?
Deep enough that anything like that would be more work than just leaving through the. And there's definitely stone. It's not just compacted dirt.
Yeah. I guess we could just head back and try to find the rest of the ingredients for that potion.
Maybe even have someone who actually knows what they're doing make it.
Does anyone here know how to do potions?
Herbalists
I
and I think
can
poisons.
No.
I can imagine it's similar to making poisons, brother.
Similar but different.
Hmm. Well, I guess we should turn around. What did we need to find again?
We need mooncap extract and glacier shrooms. And we need fungal moss and 1 drop of the all-mother sap.
Bro, I got this drop of the All Mother set like way back in like session 1, I think. Like I just have it.
Well, then we just
No.
Well, that was convenient. You've just been carrying that around for like the past year that you've been getting chased down by
Yeah,
murderous
pulls
mob.
out a vial of piss.
Why do you have a vial of piss?
Well, when you get thirsty, it's like really clear piss that I can drink it and
I'm
not.
Nope.
Boo,
Nope.
hiss.
Nope.
yeah,
Nope.
I'm out. Nope.
Sometimes I worry for you.
You have been banned from the D&D group.
The small one is
Look, I
strange.
saw it on the History Channel.
The History Channel is like
that
Oh.
forum
the
propaganda.
worst named channel in history.
So anyway,
Literally.
You mustn't
Hey,
read
Animal
such
Planet's
scrolls
worse.
anymore.
so are you guys heading back up to the surface, or are you guys going through the tunnel deeper into the caverns?
We should take a vote.
I vote tunnels.
I vote you know what? I'm actually kind of pretty much right in the middle.
I
We
vote
could
we
go more
slay
to the.
evil.
Is that all he says?
Yes, that
Like
is
a
all.
solid 90% of it.
Uh,
Hey, I think it's a positive message to have in the party.
So we could always also have me go up and meet up with. Forgot their name. Meet up with the other person. Have them help me make the potions, and you guys could take this one.
Mushrama? Was that the mushroom lady that was helping us?
Yes, Mushrana. She,
Mushrama.
but she's
Yeah.
not an alchemist. She's just like a politician, basically.
Did we meet an alchemist? Or am I just forgetting?
You guys went through the market district that had a whole bunch of alchemy shops because this city is like full of alchemists. But you
I
didn't
mean, yeah,
meet
I
a
guess.
specific alchemist. You just, happened to see like a bunch
I
of
mean,
them.
yeah, if you want to go back up and try and find some ingredients, well,
Probably need some funds because I don't have any money, but I could go do that with my spell. Meet back up with you guys.
We all look at Wallace, who is currently carrying the bag of holding that is filled with gold.
Barely.
Well, here, you've proven trustworthy. Take it. Take it with you. I
Okay.
hand over the bag.
Did we ever
And that's
minus out the gold that we get spent for the healing potions?
We have 9,450 left, I believe.
All right,
I will say.
Okay, yeah,
Uh,
so
so
I'll change
Ugnark
that in the
takes the
actual bag of
bag,
holding.
and then
I'm
so
gonna.
Patrick, you want to go ahead and make a new character now that you've taken the party stuff and you're robbing them? I'm assuming. I'm just fucking with it.
I'm gonna tell
Finally.
Sheila
Do you
to
think he's gonna come back? I feel like he's coming back.
stay with the group and just protect them if they get in a fight.
All right,
Well, we have
so
the animal.
can you link your spell that you're using to get out of here?
Yeah, so it's only 500 feet. That's why I was asking how far it is. If I have to, I'll travel up to a different mushroom.
Let's see. All right. Let's think here. How deep are you underground?
If I have
Um,
to, I'll take one mushroom from this channel up to the poison cavern channel, and then take one from there up top.
okay. Yeah, I think you should be able to get up. And then up in the city, it's actually relatively easy for you to find the remaining ingredients. Which aren't even that expensive here. All in all, it's going to cost you about 25 gold pieces to get enough of the remaining ingredients, and then another 20 gold pieces to have an alchemist mix the potions for you.
Okay, and that would give me the other three that we're missing: the
Yep.
Frost Despair, Silence of Growth, and Light of Rot.
hmm
Oh,
all in
before I
all,
leave
that would take you
leave the
about 2 hours and then 45 gold pieces to do all of that.
okay, before I leave the party, I'll hand someone, whoever wants to take the vial of red potion. Just remember, this matches the fire color. If I'm not there in time.
If I remember correctly, don't we all have like sending stones? Or at least we did
I
before
think so.
the
Like
whole
work.
explosion thing.
hmm
Yep.
Atia has
Yo, me and
one.
Ati have one.
Yep.
I assume like if they probably survived the explosion if they're magical, right?
Yes.
So Kryn and uh, Cheeks probably you probably
Yep.
have theirs too. Give him one. He can tell us what's going on. We have
So
walkie talkies.
So while he's doing that shopping, if you guys want to take a short rest, you can, since that's going to take him about 2 hours. Um, and yeah, so you guys end up kind of just sitting and waiting for a bit, and it seems like he might be gone for a little while. So you know, role
Update
play
them through the
amongst
sending stone.
yourselves.
Would just keep heading through the tunnel too.
Yeah,
Sure. Let's take a look.
I'm pretty stealthy on my own, so I can catch up.
Carry on.
Okay, so you guys are not taking a short rest. You guys want to keep pushing forward
Yeah.
Unless
down
someone wants to
two
take a
party
short
members.
rest. Does anybody need to take a short rest?
And are we pushing forward while we're down one?
Alright.
I think I'm good.
Would it not make more sense to wait until we're all there to push deeper?
I mean, yeah,
Maybe
I
it
guess
makes more
that's
sense,
true.
but we can like have good time if we just start and have everything ready for them.
Yeah, Nightweaver wants to kill some evil.
Also, you guys could update me once you find the hags. So through the sending stones.
True. We could at least scout out. I mean, we did. Well, actually, I mean, I guess we're not. At least I'm not that stealthy, but I mean, if it all leads to the palace, I'm sure he could meet us at the palace.
Are we confident that
Yeah.
this won't
At
find
minimum, I
them?
can turn into a spider and make my way all the way up to the top of the palace.
I mean, he seems into the plan. He's like, yeah, definitely go down that tunnel.
It's all up to you guys. I'll catch up either way.
Maybe he wants us dead so he can take all of our savings
Doesn't he already have all of our savings?
without the guilt of robbing us.
But
I don't know if Udoth really understands how much you guys have.
you know what? Maybe we should just wait for him. I mean, yeah, might as well have the whole group here before we go down towards imminent death.
I'd feel safer if we waited, yes.
Okay.
It's like you have
What?
that one.
You're right.
It's like a part of me wants to go down there and just say fuck it, but another part of me is like, no, that's a dumb idea. We should stay put.
Does anybody want
Yeah,
to
let's
take
just stay here.
Kryn's old jarred hand?
I think I'm alright.
Pickled Kryn?
Yeah, no.
Sister, I think there's a snack there waiting for you.
That was one of the. Because Kryn had a lizard hand, right?
Yeah, he had like his one of his original hands had been cut off and replaced with like some sort of lizard hand.
Yeah, so this is that original hand that was cut off.
Yeah,
It's been dead
Cred
for
was.
too long, brother. I don't think this will nourish me.
Uh, I mean, it is like the hand of your friend, right? You sure you guys don't want to keep it?
Yeah, I don't need that
His
reminder.
shriveled hand.
Is that not a good way to remember your friends?
The best way to remember your friends is to kill your enemies.
I mean, you can always
Revenge
bury it. You can always bury it with the rest of his body.
I don't think he really wanted the hand either.
All right. And Shroom just like holding the jar, just like, well, I guess no one wants this, and just tosses it over his shoulder.
You know what? Fuck it. While we're waiting here, I don't know if it would work or not because I doubt they're close enough. I could use a locate creature to see if we can locate the hag.
What's the range on that? 1,000 feet?
Yeah, 1,000.
Yeah, no, they're not close enough, so. The 1,000 feet would barely cover the room, like the big ass fucking chamber that you guys are in, so. Alright, so you guys make your way up to the entrance of the cavern forward, And after a couple of hours, Ugnath returns, bringing with him the 3 vials. And then, did you want to get anything else while you were on the surface, Ugnath?
I think we got everything we needed.
All right. So yes, now the party regrouped is at the entrance of this cavern that seems to lead deeper on into this um, cave network.
Do we want to have different people hold on to these, and I'll hold up the potions?
Yes, that's a good idea to split up. Split up the liability and the possibility of something going wrong. I'll take the. Is there a blue one?
There is a blue
I,
one.
I think there is a blue one.
If I may.
I'll hand it over
It
to him.
would be
What?
disguised amongst some of my other glows.
There's a blue, red, green, and yellow.
I can hold on to the green. And does someone want the yellow?
I'll take it.
All right, and I'll hand it over. Are we continuing forward now?
Yep. I will stand at the front like the living trap setter offer that I am. God,
All
I
right.
really am tired.
So,
I'll go last. That way, if anything happens, I can protect.
kind of
Go in
striding through
second.
these tunnels, you guys find yourselves walking through more and more of the same uh, dark and dusty caves. Like most of Edigan, which has a very elaborate cave network beneath its surface, the ground beneath the city here is almost porous with these cave networks that run beneath it and intersect with ancient deep roads. Um, yeah, Ugnath, I would say you could get a short rest because you, especially while you were waiting for the alchemist to brew the potions. So that's okay if you want to use hit dice. Um,
Yeah, and I get my wild shape back too.
mhm. uh, but yeah, so the cave networks kind of continue along, intersecting occasionally with deep road networks that once crisscrossed this part of the continent, now left abandoned. As you guys continue onwards, you find yourselves in a well. The first thing that catches your eye is a soft light that kind of fills the cavern that you guys are coming up into. A massive chamber, a few 100 feet across and at least 100 feet tall, with great stone pillars rising from the floor to the ceiling. Um, the light seems to be coming from strange holes within the earth that emit a purple glow. Um, as you guys walk by these pits, chancing a glance down into them, they descend into endless purple mists. There's no telling how far these craters go down into the depths of the earth. As you guys continue along in the darkness, in the silence, the only sounds being your footsteps echoing along, everybody make a perception check. Yep, and Atia. actually, starting with Brisk. You're the first one to notice something, your ears perking up. However, you quickly see Atia and Yip take notice as well. The rest of the party seeming uh, unaware as they are perplexed by the deep holes in the ground. There is another sound behind your footsteps. Something in the distance, something, a rhythmic sound, if you didn't know better, you'd think it was the sound of a horse galloping along down here. But what would a horse be doing this far below the earth? Um, Brisk, uh, you're sure of it. It is a horse. The hooves of it clomping along, heading in your direction, coming from the cavern ahead. Um, it seems like it will be whatever is riding out of the darkness. Seems like it's coming straight towards you guys.
Yeah, his ears perk up. There's a moment where there's just confusion across his face, and very quietly, almost to himself, "Is it a horse? Did anyone
What's
else
it
hear that?
underground?
Wolves?
Someone towards us.
Yes, coming. Is there any way, anywhere that we could dip out of line of sight?
There are large pillars that you could probably duck behind to hide.
He's gonna sort of
I'm just
go.
gonna climb up the pillar.
You say something's coming?
Seeing them, Yip will jump behind.
I
I'll
will
wave.
hide.
I'll
Hide
wave my
behind?
hand and kind of off to the side, do mold earth, and just duck down behind it.
The horse the sound of the galloping horse as you guys have stopped moving along now grows uh, closer and closer before coming to an abrupt stop, seemingly just beyond your guys' line of sight, outside of this cavern and outside of the glow of the purple fogged craters. My mistress bids you hello. Welcome to her home. Despite your trespass, think that she is not, do not think that she is not a courteous guest, or a courteous host. The horse continues along, and into the room, a horseman rides, or a horseman rides into the room astride a black horse. Its nostrils flaring, its eyes wild. The rider, um, who has assumedly been talking to you guys are taken off guard as it enters the room because the rider has no head, or rather, its head is being held aloft by its right hand, as if it was brandishing a lantern. The eyes on the severed head also look around wildly as it kind of speaks, and as it speaks, you guys can see it open its mouth once again. Um, Even though its head is severed, as it kind of like utters at you guys. I have brought fun entertainment for you to engage with. Please, there is no need to hide, my friends.
Nightweaver, this thing seems evil.
I agree. Its head may be severed, but let us sever the rest.
moment.
Yip
Another
looks to.
sound begins to emanate, or begins to kind of like fill the room. Very quiet at first, but beginning to grow in sound, as you guys can hear the sounds of hundreds of small flapping wings coming from below, from the pits. My friends will join us soon. Please enjoy the game. The horse leaps into the air and begins to float about 5 feet off the ground. And. Do, do, do.
Crap.
Alright, let me get the turn order.
My computer's crying about dynamic lighting.
Yeah, the graphics are strong in this one.
But usually if I reload it once or twice, it'll load up. I don't know why.
Alright, everyone go ahead and roll initiative. Alright. So, first up is the Headless Horseman, the Dullahan, who is going to. He is going to start off by. He kind of flies towards the party here. Let's see, what's your movement speed? 60. He's going to get right up here. And he's going to start off with Deathly Doom. So as a bonus action, he holds his head up towards you, Shroom. And you are doomed. So he knows the direction of you. So you feel a kind of like a strange feeling wash over you as you lock eyes with this creature. And then he is going to try to seal the doom. So go ahead and give me a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Okay.
As he holds his head up, the eyes flare purple, and a purple light emanates from your eyes, Shroom, as you drop onto the floor, unconscious. I think you get to come back up with 1 HP because of your thing, right?
Yeah. I'm just getting over the fact that there's an ability that just instantly kills you. That's like, god damn.
Hey, we're at 9th level now.
That's fun.
That's yeah, I'm gonna use one of my things. It drops 1 hit point. Just okay. Fuck my life. Jesus.
As he holds his head up, it laughs maniacally just at you guys. And next up is the swarms of bats. So both of the swarms, or all of the swarms, are actually in the spaces of the people that they're next to. So like the two swarms of bats next to you, Atia, are in your space right now. If I stack them up, I can't select them. So.
So then
Um.
they all three of them need to make con saves.
Alrighty. Let's see here. We'll just do one con save for all three of them. Alright.
I take 8 point of necrotic damage as they enter my spores.
Good shit. And now they are gonna attack. So we got some attacks on you, Atia. Does a 20 hit?
It does.
Alright, you take 4 piercing damage. As the bats just flutter about you. And then Wallace, this one's on you. You are able to kind of just batter them away. They're just little bats, you know? And then we've got the next one's going to be going against you, Gloom.
Uh-huh.
And you are able to fight them back easily. And the last one's going against you, Shroom, and it's got advantage since no, it does not, because you're not actually unconscious. You have 1 HP. Yes. You kind of hunker down behind your shield and your wall of mushrooms, making it impossible for the bats to hit you. And that brings us to Gloom.
Would I be able to give Shroom a potion and do my second attack?
No.
I'm still gonna give him a potion. I'll move here and give him a potion of greater healing. Do you want me to roll or you roll? Mike?
I can roll. How much is it? A greater? Is it 44 plus 4? Or,
Yes.
okay. 15.
That's not bad.
That's. I mean, compared to how many hit points he usually has, that's fucking terrible. Oh god.
And I guess
Hey,
that's
actually, upside. At the not since I'm below half health, I'm taking half damage from piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing. That'll be
Alright.
helpful.
Nice.
Anything else, Gloom?
God.
That's it for my turn.
Alright. Atia, you're up next. As the bats flutter all about you.
Alright, I'm gonna try to slash some of the bats with my great axe.
Alright. You take a big chunk out of the. Yep, so you actually completely destroy one of the swarms of bats, leaving them piled up on the ground next to the ones that Ugnath had killed with his spores, which are now starting to sprout little mushrooms. Anything else, Atia?
Is this a drop? Like,
Yeah, that's like a
right next to me?
yeah, it's like a well. So if you go one space over, it's not a drop, but any further than that, yes. And it's 10 feet down.
Okay. Alright, that's it. That's it for me.
All right, Ugnath, you're up next.
Let's see. I squeeze past the pillar.
Yeah.
I still can't see Gloom or Shroom over there. So yeah, I'll move 10 feet here, and then I'll just continue, and I'll pick the fall damage to jump down, and probably the attack of opportunity from the bats.
All right. The bats actually would not take an attack of opportunity because they are in Atia's space technically, and they have a range of 0.
I see. And how tall is this room?
Sorry. Oh, the room. Probably about 100 foot.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality, and as my bonus action, heal Shroom for 2d6.
All right.
That's 4 health back to you.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Anything
That's
else?
all
Ooh,
I can do.
yep,
That's
you're
all
up
I can do.
next.
A shocking grasp the bats next to me.
All right. You reach out and grasp a couple of bats with both hands, shocking them with electricity, which arcs to a few other bats nearby.
Let me check. I need to check 2 things. We do. Cast a spell, so it is still casting a spell, so it does 4 extra lightning,
All right.
and then the Night Weaver has its magic thing, right? As a +2 focus,
Yeah.
so that'd be another +2.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right. Shroom, you are up next.
Uh,
The horseman kind of laughs at you. Oh, you fall so easily.
yeah, because you cheat. That is a cheat move, you bastard. Let's see here. How far is he from me? Like, is he still flying?
He is flying, yeah, but he's only 5 feet
Is he
off the
within
ground.
like? Alright. Oh, then yeah, he's. I'm gonna go ahead and use the shield. So yeah, the I need to put the strength save in there, but yeah, it was a strength save, right? That you
Yeah.
didn't make. All right, and it would be a DC 15, where he's gonna get pulled towards me. Cool. Um, shit. Where's that other ability? Why do I have such a long list? All right, what do you choose? All right, and as an action, I will use Earth Shatter. So him and it would be creatures of my choice within 5 feet of me. So I guess that guy, and assuming the bats are all within 5 feet of me,
Yes.
or they're all knocked prone.
Okay, they're immune to prone, so if it doesn't deal damage, that doesn't matter
Okay,
then.
yeah. It's supposed to just for anyone that can fall prone.
Yeah. All right. He's prone though.
And yeah, there's like 2 other abilities that set in, but those don't matter.
All right.
I do have a 23 armor class now, though.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. I got his ass prone though.
All right. Next up is the little swarms of chittering, foul-smelling insects. We're gonna have this one go on Yip, and then this one's on Gloom. Let's see this one. It's gonna go on Brisk, and this one is gonna go on Wallace. Okay, so we're gonna start with an attack on Gloom, and then on Yep. All right, so Gloom, you're first. 15 misses you, I would imagine.
Correct.
Yep, as you are focused on grabbing bats with your
Hold
bare,
on, there's a.
shocky
I got a
hands.
thing I gotta double check here, but it's the shield fighting style. Something about I can give a disadvantage to someone within 5 feet of me if they get attacked. God damn it, where is it? Oh, god damn it. I know it
It
was
should be pretty
armor.
early on in your class. I think it's called, yeah, for like protection or something.
As a reaction, you can impose disadvantage to a creature's attack.
Yes. Why is it?
Well, whatever. Does a 21 hit you?
No shield.
Okay. Are you shielding? Okay. So then the next one is on Brisk. Does a 20 hit you?
It would, but I'm gonna use a reaction for this.
Alright. So, Atia, you see the swarm of insects descend upon Brisk, and uh, seemingly Brisk just disappears within the swarm of insects. Wallace, last attack is on you. And the insects begin to crawl into the little gaps in your armor, biting and just giving a getting their little foul powder all inside of you. I think you're immune to disease though, yeah. So you don't have to worry about the rest of their stuff. All right,
Nasty little buggers.
Brisk, you're up next. As you reappear in the space surrounded by a swarm of foul smelling insects.
Yuck. First thing, I'm going to use 10 feet of my movement to teleport over here. Try to get a look-see at the rest of the party, and I don't have the greatest line of sight here. I do believe I can see Mr. Horseman, so I'm going to try for a Mind Whip on him. I will need a hi bud. An intelligence save, please and thank you. No such luck.
All right. So you see it as it's holding its head aloft. The head suddenly makes a pained expression, and it actually grabs its head with both hands and like holds it up and starts crying out in pain.
Just in my movement, I'm going to step back a little bit here, because I don't want to get bugged.
All right.
And bonus action, I'll just convert some spark points. That's it for me.
Alrighty, Wallace, you are up next.
All right. My eyes turn from blue to red as Wallop comes out a little bit, quite annoyed by the insects. I'm just gonna try to use the force blasts on the cloud around me.
All right.
Oh, oh dear. Sorry, one moment. Oh Lord. Okay. Well, both of my screens just went dark. Oh no, they came back on. Okay. Sorry. Phew.
Live!
Alright, so, let's see, what is their armor class? Low. So the first attack, you just kind of shoot a force blast off into the midair, which, um, hits the ceiling up above. Your second attack, though, you do manage to dislodge a large number of the insects from one of your gauntlets. Alright. Anything else? Wallop.
Going to take a step away from the pillar and towards upward on the screen northward. Sorry, that's the part that didn't reload for me. But
Alright.
that's all.
Alright, so then next up is the horseman, who has to choose what he wants to do. He only gets an action or a movement or a bonus action. Let's see. Well, best thing to do, because you still haven't. I'm sorry, Mike. I gotta seal the doom again. He can only use it on a person once per day, but then the doom part, and then this part he can use it on them over and over again until they succeed once. So I need that DC 15 Wisdom save, my friend.
Nay.
I'll just kill him now.
He holds his head up as he's on the ground, crying out in pain, and the eyes open again, bursting with a purple light as Shroom crumples back onto the ground.
And I come back up again because I have. God damn it, where is it?
I love it.
Because I had a class feature that does the exact same thing. Undying.
Can't
So
stop, won't stop.
you,
Shroom,
you
you come
bastard.
back up. All right, that's it for him. So then next up is the bats.
Did I
And
get all the? Do I finally see what's happening? Oh my gosh.
Well, good news, he didn't use any movement to get up from prone, so he's
He
still
couldn't.
prone.
he is still prone. He cannot get up. So
Anyone in melee, hit him.
the bats are gonna go after. Let's see, this one's gonna go come around a
I got
yip.
1 hit point.
Okay, so the two bats next to you are gonna go after you, Gloom. Or Shroom, rather.
Both miss.
The next, we're going to do Gloom and then Yip.
And I found the thing.
Alright, so Gloom, you deflect the attacks. Yip, you got a 23 coming at you.
Has it been a turn since I shielded? I think it has, right? I don't remember.
I can use my reaction to give them disadvantage on that attack.
No, but you got
Or is
shielded by
it?
the bugs.
Yeah, so it's been like half a turn, but it hasn't been your turn yet again, so it
So then
hasn't
I'm still
reset.
shielded and it doesn't hit me.
Yeah. So, yeah. Alright. Then next up, we got bats on Atia and Wallace. So we're gonna go Atia and then Wallace, but let's see, I think they're both above half. Okay. Alright. Atia, does a 19 hit you?
It does not.
Alright. Wallace, does a 12 hit you? I fucking hope not.
No, sir. Finally got my AC boosted a little.
Alright. And that brings us to Gloom.
I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity and move over here.
Alright.
And I'm gonna attack the big guy.
Does a 20 hit you?
It does not with my reaction.
Okay.
And those are my 2 attacks.
What is his armor class? Alright, so as you emerge from the biting and stinging swarm to attack this prone dude. Oh, don't forget you have advantage, so that would just be your first
Wait,
attack.
that's okay. Okay, that's my first attack. That's what I was just remembering.
You slam down on his face with your hammer arm for the first one, hitting him for 10. And then again with your hammer, you smack him across the face, knocking out a few of his teeth for another 13. Alright.
Could you move him 10 feet back, please?
Alright. Anything else?
That is it for my turn.
Alright. Atia, you're up next.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get rid of these bats.
Alright, so your first attack actually cleaves through the remainder of that swarm. If you want to move to use your second attack on another swarm. Or
Alright, yeah.
there's a
Is
swarm
this
next to you
is
as
like
well.
bugs, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna use my second attack on that one.
Alright. Okay, so it's cutting through a whole swarm of the bats. You kind of spin around and strike at some of the bugs that were going after Brisk, keeping them away from him. And that brings us to Ugnath.
All right, with my bonus action, I'm going to heal Broom.
I mean, there's not really a point. He could just get me back down to 0.
I don't have anything.
Oh wait, you are. Never mind. I forgot you're concentrating on this. This is the one spell that can just keep doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, don't waste your spell slot. Oh wait, never mind.
And now I can see the Headless Horseman. I'm going to use my favorite spell, Feet, and cast Power Word Pain. He needs to make a DC 17 con save. All right, and that's the end of my turn.
Alright. So, as you cast your spell towards him, aiming it right at his head, he pulls his head out of the way at the last moment. And next up is Yip.
I'm gonna shock and grasp the bats again.
Alright. You reach out towards the bats, and your shock and grasp arcs across the swarm, killing them all.
And that's it for me.
Alright. Next up is Shroom.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get rid of some of these bats. Da, 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 da. Damn you attack thing. Yeah, there you are. Well, shit.
Your first attack hits, but as you do, several of the bats fly into your armor, causing you to kind of squirm around a bit, unable to finish up with your second attack. Anything else, Shroom?
Nope. I'm just gonna pray to the All Mother that my next saving throw works.
Alright. Next up are the bugs. And okay, I'm gonna go from left to right, so we'll start with Sheila. The bugs try to get at Sheila, but she ends up just eating a whole bunch of them. She looks like she's enjoying it. She thinks they're tasty. The next group is going to come after you, Wallace. For a 23, does that hit?
Yes, it is.
Alright, you take 12 more piercing damage. And then there are two swarms that are be coming after you, Atia. Does a 19 hit?
It does not.
Alright, you're able to just kind of, swing your shard weapon around and keep them at bay. The next two are going to be going after Yip. Yip, you're able to kind of blow up static electricity, keeping them back, unable to get anywhere near you. The last group is going to be going after Gloom. And Gloom, you just bat these insects away easily. Which brings us to our cat friend Brisk.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Need
Exactly.
another intelligence save from the horseman. Gonna do another mind whip.
Alright.
Don't roll high.
I'll try my best,
It's
but
golf rolls. It's golf rolls. You want to roll
probably
low.
try my best to roll high. Oh, I didn't do it. Alright. He looks like he's having a hard time. He can't get up and his brain hurts. Alright. Anything else brisk?
Let's see. I'll convert 3 more points to another second level slot. That's it.
Alright. Wallace, you're up next as you're being swarmed by insects and bats.
I'm gonna continue trying to get the swarm around me. Take another force blast.
Alright. That destroys that swarm.
I am going to turn my attention to the next swarm. The swarm of bats there.
They kind of scatter out of the way of your attack. Anything else?
I'm gonna take a few blind steps this way. Jeez, I can't. I don't. No, oh, that must just be a stone there. My gosh. Okay.
Yes.
I haven't been
There's a
able to
pillar
see.
there.
I haven't been able to see Shroom or the horseman the whole fight, so I'm just hearing all this go down while I'm batting off all the bats around me.
Alright. Next up is the horseman again, who is going to predictably hold his head high and Shroom, give me a wisdom save. You got it? You got it? Come on, you got it, buddy.
No, I really don't. I got a 1 wisdom.
Oh man. Alright,
This is
so
like this is just a real shitty day.
again, Shroom, you drop. Do you have another?
I have nope.
All
I
right.
have 2 I can use. I am
This
now down.
this time, Shroom actually goes down,
Uh,
and the bats are gonna descend upon you. They get advantage. Oh,
miss.
and the second one is not above half HP.
Miss again.
All right. Next is the bats on Yip. Do. And finally, the last group of bats is gonna fly up and go after Wallace. All right. Their feeble attacks are unable to hit any of you guys, which brings us to Gloom.
I'm gonna hit it again.
Gonna smack it. All right. So your
And move it
both
10
attack
feet, please.
hits. Yes.
Actually, just 5, because I'm. Don't move him at all, because then I get attack opportunity every time I move. Never mind. Put him back. Thank you.
All right. Next up is Atia.
All right. Seeing all these bugs around me, I'm gonna try to smack them.
Smack 'em. All right. Your first attack destroys one of the swarms. Your second attack leaves the second swarm with just a couple of bugs left. Anything else?
I I growl at the couple of bugs left, and that's it.
Alright. Ugnaf, you're up next.
Bonus action to heal Shroom.
Alright.
That's 4 hit points.
Ah, I am getting tired of this.
And then, you know what? If it's not broke, don't fix it. Power word pain again.
Alright. Oh man. He's got a good con score.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Next
Well,
up
looking at the
is
spell,
Yip.
the save shouldn't be until the next turn. Like they instantly take damage right off the bat. When you utter the
Oh.
power word for pain, one creature within 60 feet takes 4d10 force damage. At the start of each of its turns, the creature can make a successful constitution save or take another
Okay.
4d10.
So it takes 22, and then how much did you roll last time? Let me scroll up here. Da, 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 da. It was 12 last time. Alright.
That would have been nice to know.
Alright, Yip, you are up next.
I think this spell, because this sounds like it should be a concentration spell, but it's not. It's instantaneous. No,
Yeah, when I first read it, I thought it was going to be concentration too.
because it doesn't make sense for it to. Otherwise, it just stays on the creature forever. Because there's no like limit to how long it lasts. It doesn't give
Well, it
you a.
lasts until they succeed their throw.
You know, theoretically, if they never succeed, they just keep taking it
Mm-hmm.
forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a curse.
Cool. Why am I trying to argue this? Fuck this horseman.
Alright, so, Yip, you're up next.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Sleet Storm shot it. The big guy.
Alright.
I imagine it's still right.
That does not hit, no. Anything else?
I'm alright. No, that's it. I
Alright,
could heal, but I'm not a cleric.
Shroom, you're up next.
I'm gonna use half my movement to get up. Um, Bonus action use my Warden's Grasp to get my AC up, and then I'm just gonna attack these bats. Because if I keep going down, at least I can get rid of these bats. God damn it.
Alright. You managed to smack a few of them, but once again, you're just unable to connect with your second attack. Anything else?
I pray to God.
Alright, you pray to the All-Mother. Alright, so
Ugh.
next up is the bugs. Let's see, we're gonna go left to right again, so we're gonna start with Sheila.
Don't think a 12 hits.
It does not. And then we've got 2 on Yip and 1 on Gloom. Alright, yep. They both miss you, and yeah, all of them miss you as you guys just fight off these swarms. They don't seem to have enough power to bite through your armor, really. And that brings us to Brisk.
Take a guess.
I would imagine that you're going to use Firebolt.
I don't have that on my spell list. Actually, be really cool if you'd allow me to do that, though. All the same, can I get an intelligence save?
Oh
Jesus.
man, he's getting fucked up here. Let's go. You can see his severed head. The nose.
I
Is
know the
starting to bleed.
feeling.
Oh no, I see,
We're
but I'm enjoying it. Anything else, Brisk?
I'm gonna convert
Oh,
a
I'm
flat
glad one of
slot
us
to more
is.
points.
All right. Next up is Wallace.
Well, I still can't stand these swarms around me. I'm going to blast at the bats.
Blast the bats. Blast the bats. Blast the bats. All right. One more swarm down.
And seeing as how the next one in my field of vision would be the insects near Sheila, I'm gonna blast them next.
Okay. You kind of blast a few of the bugs. Sheila looks pissed that you're taking away her dinner. Anything else, Wallace?
I'm gonna take a mad dash in this direction. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll see if I can see anything. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm gonna stop there.
Alright. Next up is the Horseman. And he is going to do something completely unexpected. Right. Ah. See, the problem is he's prone, so there's no fucking reason to use his attacks because he's gonna get disadvantage. Alright, fuck it. Sorry, Mike. Give me that DC 15 Wisdom save. Let's go.
For fuck's sake!
Damn it,
Screw
Prone.
you, universe! Screw you!
Alright, and now that you're prone, we're gonna do it all over again. Here come the bats. Not the bats! Not the bats! Alright, we got one at full HP and one at below half.
Both missed. Thank God for fucking IAC.
Oh, sorry, that technically is just one of them because of advantage
Well, they still
shenanigans.
miss. And that
Yeah.
still misses.
Alright. Next up is against Yip. And that's
Let
all the
me.
bats.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
And that brings us to Gloom.
I get smashing.
everyone's still alive.
Yep.
Yep.
Define alive.
Not conscious, but alive.
Okay, so he ended the power word pain.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to roll for it on his turn. But yes, he does take 25 damage. And he looks like he's just about to keel over dead. And that brings us to Gloom. Or not Gloom, sorry, Atia.
Right, I'm just gonna try to finish this bug around me.
Alright. Hey, that did it.
Awesome. I'm gonna move over here and attack the bugs. No, actually, I'm just gonna keep going because I trust the animal has it.
For like 3 rounds, she's just been snacking on them.
All right. That brings us to Ugnath.
All right. I'm actually gonna do something a little different. Action to dash all the way up there, and I'm going to bonus action heal Shroom for 2d6. Hey, 7. And I need everything that's within 10 feet of me to make a con save. The bats and the bugs.
Okay, that was the bugs, and then that's the bats.
So the bats are fine. The bugs take 3 necrotic damage.
All right. Anything else?
And that's it. That's all I can do.
All right. Next up is Yip.
Fucking shocking grasp of bats again.
They just
Got
flutter
fuck.
out of the way of your attack.
That's it.
All right, Shroom, you are up next as you keep yo-yoing.
I'm moving my token slightly off so that way I still click on it.
You know what? Fuck it. Under threat of getting killed by a bunch of bats, I am gonna move up to this bastard. Because I am done with this shit.
All right, so you got 3 opportunity attacks then.
Okay, they all miss. And I'm just gonna walk up to this guy, use my Warden's Grasp for the little thing I need to bonus action. Then I'm just gonna whack him. Twice. He's still prone, right? Or did he get up?
Yep, he's prone.
Okay. Fucking hitting this fucker. Jesus Christ.
Your first attack does not connect, but your second one does knock some damage into him. Anything else?
That is it.
All right. Next up are the bugs. Again, we've got one on Gloom. One of the ones that was on Yip is going to move over onto Ugnath. So there's going to be one on Ugnath, one on Yip, and then the last one's going to be on Sheila. So, Gloom.
Oh, I need them to make con saves?
Okay, hold on.
Yes.
Gloom, 19. Ugnath, 12. Yip, 21. And Sheila, 16.
That does hit Sheila.
Alright, Sheila takes 11. And I need Sheila to make a. Actually, I'm not going to get into all of this shit for Sheila. That's not worth it. Does a 21 hit you, Yip?
2.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, it's going to. I'm just failing at math in my head right now.
Okay. So then you give me a DC 11 con save. All right. You take 15 piercing. Um, and then Gloom, does a 19 hit you?
No, we don't have reaction.
Okay. And then. Okay, so how much damage do they take?
They take 5.
Okay.
Or at least the ones around me and Yip.
All right. That brings us to Brisk.
As tempting as it is to rinse and repeat, I also don't want Shroom to go down for the 90th fucking time. Can I walk up a little bit and drop a reposition on a couple of us?
Mhm.
Come on, measuring tool, you got that. I'll feline agility to move an additional 5 feet. I'll ping this. Does Yip want to be in melee? I can get 3 people. Yep, hello.
You
Yep.
want to move me? You can move me to like the center of all these creatures, like here.
And I'm not hearing from Yip, so I will instead give it to Umnath. Also going to target Shroom and myself. I want to back out again and not be in the middle, well, not be anywhere near the tomfoolery. And Gloom can teleport 30 feet wherever they'd like.
So I don't know if you want me to roll damage for the bugs
Uh,
again and make them have con saves.
Honestly, it's better for me to actually just stay where I am. Because he can do that thing no matter how far I am from him.
It's 40
I thought,
feet, but yeah.
Oh,
does it
there
need
was a
line of sight?
fucking distance. Oh, I guess I was just in shock from constantly. But I also currently have a thing that as long as I'm standing, he can't actually run away from me, which, I don't know. I guess kind of gets him to attack me anyway.
You wanna stay there? Because if you're looking to stay there, I'll just rinse and repeat.
I think this bug needs to make a con save, as it's the only new
Yeah,
creature.
just let me stay here. Because I do have a thing that stops him from. Well, he has to use an action to get away from me if he's gonna try to run away. Oh, look, he actually makes the save. Oh wait, that's Constitution. Never mind for the bug.
I feel I was within 5 feet of Wallace. Was I on the right or the left?
I think you were either right there or one square down the ramp.
Close enough. I'll just rinse and repeat then. Can I get an intelligence save, please?
Alright.
Got the beach room.
Alright, Wallace, you're up next.
Alright. I'm gonna start by moving. And also taking a leap up to here. And I'm going to force blast the bugs right ahead of me.
Alright. The bugs just kind of fly out of the way of your attack.
And again.
That one does hit, killing quite a few of them. Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
Alright. Well, once again,
Nope.
and bats are up next.
I imagine if Shroom wasn't just a colony of mushrooms, this would be very traumatizing.
Yeah, probably.
Let's see. So we got one bat's going against Gloom, one bat's going against Shroom. We'll start with the one against Gloom.
I think the two bats were in my range when they started, so they
Okay.
didn't make a con save. Or take 1 point of damage.
I gotta say, that is an incredibly annoying ability.
It really is.
Like it's just like it's such a small amount of damage that it's not like really anything, and then it's like every single time anything happens, you gotta roll for it. So it's like, wow, that
Yeah.
is just a fucking waste of time.
It really is.
Fucking horribly designed ability there. All right. So yes, now I can continue here. Let's see. We got the
Yeah, he
halfling
did his
suit,
normal thing. It failed. I died.
and then
Bats.
gloom. Okay. That brings us to the one on Yip, and it crits. So Yip, somehow you take 13 damage from some bats, and Gloom, you're up next.
Same old, same old.
Oh my god. So somehow you miss. The second one you do hit, at least. It looks
Okay,
like if
that's
you
it
had
for
hit
my
with
turn.
it looks like if you had hit with both of them, he'd probably be dead, but he's still alive. All right, go ahead, Atia.
All right, I'm just gonna move as close to him as I can. It's 30 here, and
You know what? I have something to change it up.
as a bonus action, I'm gonna face step right next to him, and I'm gonna attack him twice with my great axe.
All right. He dodges the first attack, but as you bring your great axe down for the second attack, you cleave the head right off his horse, and the body kind of goes slack, drops the severed head, and the creature goes limp. Um, as it does, the various swarms seem to lose their magic inspiration that was driving them as the bats kind of fly off and the bugs all begin to skitter off into the darkness, leaving you guys in this large cavern. As we
I used
finish
my
up,
last two bonus actions to heal Shroom.
all right. As we finish up the fight, let's go ahead and take a quick break here.